Hi, my name is Damian Keyes and welcome to the WaterBear channel. Today we are talking about my 3 top tips to build an audience in 2020. So we're coming to the end of the year. Christmas is fast approaching and then it will be 2020. Things have changed quite dramatically in social media land over the last 12 to 24 months. So how are you going to build your audience in 2020 with all of these shifts? Well, I'm going to tell you with my top 3 tips. So tip number 1 is this guy. No, not my coffee, but the amount of money that it costs for my coffee. Come with me on a journey as I explain. So you probably remember around about 2 years ago, back in the day, when you used to put out content and everyone used to see it. Great days. Well, obviously that doesn't happen anymore. So when you're putting out content, you're probably a little bit frustrated with the fact that people aren't engaging and people aren't seeing your great content. Well, unfortunately, that is just the way it is. But moving forward, it's very, very important that in order for people to see it, that you are allowing that to happen by putting a small amount of money into boosting your content. Now, this doesn't have to be as complicated as it sounds. Yes, advertising is structurally better value than the blue boost button, but the blue boost button will do just fine and it will get to a great demographic. And also it will get to your audience. So my tip number 1 first suggestion is for the price of your daily cup of coffee, or tea in my case, that £3 could be well spent by a little bit of a boost every single time you put out a piece of content. That £3, £4, £5 a day will go a long way into getting people seeing your content and reacting and engaging your content. If you think that you don't need to do that and you're just gonna work on your organic content and just seeing what happens, I can promise you, we've seen over the last 12 months, not a lot happens. Tip number 2, you are going to create a piece of legacy in one person every single day. Now, what do I mean by legacy? What I mean is you are going to do something spectacular, something out of the ordinary that makes that person feel super special. Now, the reason why you do that is not only to make that one person feel super special, but it means that everybody else is going to see you treat that person very, very well and be jealous and wants to be a part of feeling that special. So it's a ripple effect. You doing something amazing for one person is actually doing something amazing for thousands of people. That one person is going to tell their friends and their family on social media. They're going to become fans of what you're doing. Also, your audience are going to watch you do that and think, wow, that was amazing. And they're going to be extra big fans of that movement and what it is that you do, all from one small piece of legacy. Okay, so a couple of examples of legacy. What if you are on tour or you are playing a gig and you get someone from the audience on stage to either play or sing with you? Or what if you've got a photo shoot? Or what if you're in the studio and you invite just a couple of your audience members, a couple of fans to come down and share the experience with you? What about, even further than that, what about if you get someone to be in a photo shoot with you? So effectively you've got your photo shoot and then you've got a couple of pictures with a fan and you can actually put that out as a photo shoot. These tiny gestures cost nothing, but what they do is they show you off as a band that really brings value and really cares for your audience. And I can promise you, nothing builds an audience faster than looking after a very select few, like a club, because everybody will want to be in that club because everybody wants to be looked after. And tip number 3, you are going to hold up a massive sign which says, "We are in the room." All right, well, not physically. You're not physically going to hold up a sign, but everything that you do on social media shows the audience who you are and what you are doing. And it holds up a sign, including if you don't do anything. And my number 1 pet peeve is when bands come to me and say, it's not really working, I'm not getting the engagement, people aren't seeing things. And then when I go and check out your content, people are leaving comments and you've ignored them. Or worse still, you just press the like button. Because in doing it, you are saying, I don't really care about your opinion or what you think. even to the point where some bands will say thank you, and you can take this as an opportunity to take this further. Someone says, you guys are amazing. You can start a conversation. You can say, oh, no way, thank you so much. Tell me some other bands you're into. Where do you live? What's your favorite song? You're starting a conversation which then will show others, and this is the key part of saying we are in the room. You are showing everybody else that if you get involved in the comments, you get rewarded. You get to engage with the band. And in doing so, they want to be a part of it and they start commenting. And then you start looking after those people. And this turns into a cycle. And every day you're getting more people wanting to engage and wanting to comment because they want to be a part of what you are doing. And you are valuing that and giving back to them to reward them and showing everybody else that you are in the room and this is your party. So my question to you is, how much can you afford to spend on boosting your content, even if it's £1 a day, even if it's £1 a week or £10 per month? It will go a long way and it will really help. So how much can you afford? Number 2, when it comes to legacy, what can you do today to bring a smile to the face of one person and show everybody else in the room? And number 3, the big one, are you replying properly and using the comments as an opportunity, or are you feeling a bit guilty because you've just kind of pushed out your content and let people to it? So there's millions of ways that you can build an audience in 2020, but I think those are my 3 best tips. If you follow those 3 tips to build a foundation, I promise you 2020 will be a big year for you, and more importantly, it will be a big year for your audience. So thanks for watching. My name's Damian Keyes and thanks to WaterBear for having me. But why not leave a comment down below and tell me what you think? What's your best way of building an audience for 2020? More importantly, why not subscribe to this channel where these guys are doing some fantastic work every single day?